get past these guys?
Um, I think in those first few games, just being able to close out quarters better, especially the fourth. Um, we really had a great opportunity in front of us. Had a lot of leads throughout the games this series, and when you give teams opportunities to stick around and make it a possession game, they have two of the best in the game at closing games. So that kind of bit us when it came down to it.
When you think about kind of this offense and some of the struggles you guys had in this series, what do you think needs to happen to improve that end of the floor, and what can you do better, to maybe contend with a team like this?
I think it'll start, training camp, off season, like watching film, what style of pace we want to play. The energy that we put in defensively, we have to put that same energy offensively. Passing, cutting, making extra plays, just being on time with stuff, and it has to become habits for us. Those small things in offense can be a big thing when it comes down to execution in big moments. So I think that'll be something we'll continue to work at and look at going through off season.
Mike, this fan base has embraced you so much and truly loves you, calling you Minnesota Mike. What does that mean to you to have the Timberwolves and the state of Minnesota love you this much and embrace you?
Truthfully, since I've been here, day one of last year from the trade deadline, everybody here has been so gracious and accepting my family and I, and it means the world to me. I could be in a lot of different places and a lot of different circumstances and situations, and they've made this feel like a second home, which makes my job easy going into work every day. Trying to be the best me I can be for our team and our situation. So truthfully grateful for them and all the support they've given me throughout this whole ordeal.
Mike, there's a saying that experience is life's greatest teacher, and obviously this group, some of your teammates are really young in this game. Did you see them pick up the magnitude of the moment as the playoff run went on, and was there anything that about that kind of experience that you saw them go through encourages you about what this group can do in its future?
Yeah, I think in each series we had moments where we had individual guys, a group of guys who had to either make sacrifices or change the way they played just for the sake of our team. You look at Ant, his playmaking ability throughout the playoffs just kept improving. Cat, his ability to not be one-dimensional for us. He's spacing. He's inside out. He's sacrificed himself on defense in certain series. He's guarding Jokic, and next series he's guarding KD, and he's just having to be versatile in that aspect. Rudy, things he does for us on both ends that people don't look at, his magnitude that he, the gravity that he brings every night. Jaden, I mean, he's a guy that doesn't get any credit, for actually what he does and brings to our team on a nightly basis, and see him just continually grow as an offensive player. You can go down a list of guys that have really shown up and allowed us to even have this opportunity in the first place. So we can take something from that, and I think those guys will be, itching to get back to this position again.
Mike, both Nikhil and Rudy were searching for things, areas of growth. Both mentioned mental toughness. How do you develop mental toughness?
Sometimes, like you said, experience is our best teacher. You have to go through it. You have to learn from your mistakes. You have to feel what we feel right now. It's something that these guys will never forget, and hopefully push and motivate them to work on themselves. Work on themselves in every moment that we get. Opportunity to be where we're at right now, and I think the guys just we all want to be better, and mental toughness is something that it's not easy to just attain and get overnight. But like I said, those lessons will help you.
Mike, is it harder to be this close and not quite get there, or is it tougher like last year when you're out early, and how do you handle it?
No, this is way tougher, because I feel like we were right there. I felt like early in the series that we had a couple games that we let slip that could have really turned this series, and we could be looking at things a lot different right now. So it's really frustrating, but these things don't happen by chance. It's part of the journey for a lot of us, and we're meant to be here, and we have to learn from it.
You said before the season or before the playoffs started about not taking for granted that progress will just come linearly. What do you think? What is the most important thing that this team has to happen this offseason to make sure that you can build on this and that this wasn't the end of the road that way?
I think a lot of it is our mentality for this situation. We have to once again believe that this isn't our ceiling. This is steps towards our goal. Ultimate goal is to be a championship team, and we made strides. We did. We really did. We had opportunities, and the West isn't going to get easier. Next year it'll be a much tougher road, but we have now felt as a group playing against a team like Dallas what a championship level team is playing and how high level you have to play at, sense of urgency you have to have, and hopefully that's something that we hang on to going into the offseason to get us prepared for the long run back here.
It seemed like all year this team's offense was kind of reliant on the defense to get it going. How do you guys make another step on that end of the court? So if you do run into a team that's hitting shots, that you can kind of go blow for them with your offense.
You got to try to find a way to improve on that. Whether that's schematically or how we play our personnel and units that we have that we run out there together. Experiment with small ball lineups or whatever it is to make us attack differently. In different cases and different teams. So we just have to, like I said, continually just grow from the experience of this and try to figure out, how we can be effective or how we can put just as much energy as we do on the defensive end and put that on the offensive end at times to match the team's aggressiveness or try to figure out how to ways to get over that hump so we're not relying on one end of the floor.
Mike, kind of along those lines offensively, I think when we zoom out and look at this season or look back at the regular season and the offense was below average, does it feel that way, or how many things need to happen to get to that level where you are a top 10, top 5 offensive team?
Yeah, there's a lot of room to improve, and I think a lot of it has to do with just us being able to make simple basketball plays as a group, not just one or two guys or three guys out there, but all five. Being able to be have multiple